Thank you very much at magandang araw mga kaibigan. Nagbabalik po ang inyong programang AksyonCentralLuzon Special Edition. Ito po si Sonny Lopez. Very special po tayo dahil ang guest po natin probably the most popular na government executive dito po sa ating rehiyon. Mas popular po siya ngayon sapagkat darating na naman po ang halalan. I'm talking about as I said, our special guest, the Provincial Election Supervisor ng Pampanga po, si Atty. Temie P. Lambino. Welcome.
Yes, thank you very much for that magandang gracious introduction.
Yeah, but
sa ating mga masusing nanonood sa programa mo.
But we have to give it to you every time that, even after the elections, ikaw laging nasa TV, national at local, dinudumbog ka.
Thank you, thank you.
Hindi ko lang alam why ba, pero yung mga babae reporter, gusto ko ma-interview palagi. Ang bait mo ata eh.
Mabait ako.
Ang sinasabi sa akin, you always open daw yung opisina mo.
Yes.
Even when there are many issues that are hot issues, you make it a point to talk to media.
I think that's the purpose of being a public servant.
Yes.
You have to be transparent on everything.
And information is a vital function of any government official, especially a COMELEC official like you. We have to tell the public what's going on so that they'll make the right decisions.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So, dahil election po mga kaibigan, pag-uusapan po natin, ang pinakamainit na issue ngayon, siyempre, yung automation, no?
Yes.
Yung mga ating lalawigan. Ilan ba yung lahat ba ng, may mga officers lahat yan, every municipality, right?
Yes, meron tayo. May mga election officers tayo sa bawat munisipyo. We have 20 municipalities here in Pampanga, and we have 2 cities. May mga kanya-kanyang mga election officer yon at kanilang mga staff.
What is your relationship to the mga cities? You both handle the cities also, including Angeles?
Including Angeles. Kasi sa PNP medyo hiwalay yan eh. We have the city director's office.
Right.
Pero sa atin, cover yan ng Office of the Provincial Election Supervisor ng Pampanga.
So, yung as I've asked you, yung tungkol sa automation, do we have the machines now? Are we ready now for the machines?
I think we have all the machines now sa COMELEC Central Office. At may nagtitesting na rin tayo. And also, some of the machines dinistribute sa ating mga regions. So we have, in each region, we have one precinct count optical scan machine at ginagamit natin yun sa mga demonstrations. In cases na in-invite tayo sa mga seminars at sa mga presentation like sa media.
I hope we can do that also here.
Yes, of course. Mga next week, we can schedule the actual presentation of the PCOS machine.
Okay, I'd like to tell you, gusto kong maging regular, at least weekly, makakasama ho natin si Atty. Lambino dito. Alam niyo, talagang kailangan na napapanood niyo siya at napapakinggan para alam natin ang gagawin natin, as I've said. So, nandiyan na yung mga makina.
Yes.
Yung mga tao nandiyan na rin.
Yes, so we are preparing for it. Some of us are trained already. At yung mga iba, especially yung mga guru natin, we'll have full blast training of our members of the Board of Election Inspectors, yung mga guru natin, this coming March. So,
as I've read in the papers, just very recently, some of the machines now make glitches. What will happen if this will happen during election day in Pampanga? Do you have a standby, plan to handle this?
I just read the paper. Ang sinasabi lang ng glitches doon yung hindi ata pag-respond ng problem with the SIM. Anyway, it's a SIM provider. Pero yung mga machines,
they're okay.
Yes, they're okay. We tested them already.
Pero in any event na yung magkaroon ng problema, you're ready for another alternative.
Yes, we have continuity plans naman. Sa mga every case na magkakaroon ng breakdown ng machine or any trouble sa machine, meron tayo mga step-by-step procedures kung paano ayusin yung machine.
But I'm sure you're glad that kung meron problema, ngayon nalalaman na.
Yes, nalalaman natin. At testing yan. We have testing and sealing 3 days before the election day.
I know you can handle it, but how about your people in the field? Are they trained well enough? Are they experienced enough to handle this new automation plan for the country?
As of last year, talagang nagkakaroon na tayo ng mga seminars sa ating mga election officers. We have continuous education, kung mayroong mga bago. We have a regular meeting for this. So we're waiting talaga doon sa yung formal training natin. Lahat-lahat, we have formal training at some of the election officers, but not all. Pero lahat ng mga nakukuha namin, lahat ng mga inputs na nakukuha natin sa mga seminars na inatinan natin, conducted by the COMELEC and Smartmatic. 1 to 2 days talagang binibigay kagad natin yan. In-inform din natin ang ating mga election officers and all other election assistants.
Mga botante, mga 1,000 sa isang voting area. And yung apprehension of a lot of people is that especially for some senior citizens, they may not be able to, or they might not have the patience to wait to vote. Baka mag-uwi yan lang daw, ganon.
Siguro mas maganda i-describe natin kung ano yung scenario.
Sige. Okay.
We have established precinct.
Okay.
Established precinct consists of the maximum of 200 voters. Last 2007 elections,
Right.
ang sinasabi, pag yung grouping, yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung pagsama-sama, that's clustering ang tawag
Clustering,
namin.
right.
Cluster mo yung 2% kasi 2% lang nung manual elections natin last 2007. So a maximum of 400 voters lang ang meron doon sa
Yes.
2 clustered precincts. But now we'll have maximum of 7 clustered precincts.
Yes.
Pero sa 7 precincts na yon, dapat hindi lalampas ng 1,000 botante.
1,000.
So sa 1,000 botante or sa 7 clustered precincts, maximum yon, may isa kang PCOS or yung precinct count optical scan machine. Ang problem talaga dyan is not actually the machine, but on how to arrange or organize the queuing of the people.
That's a big,
considering that
that's
we
a big
have
number,
a lot of numbers. Oh, that's a big number. But the voting would start at exactly 7 o'clock in the morning.
7 in the morning.
It would end at exactly 6 o'clock in the evening, except if there are voters na nandun pa sa vicinity 30 meters perimeter. So we would be allowing them to vote kahit na 6 o'clock na.
Oo. Basta nandun sa loob.
Basta nandun sila sa loob.
They can stay there.
Nailag sila na isulat yung mga pangalan nila sa logbook natin. And they are there pag tinawag sila. Now, ang pinaka-problema lang talaga, yung on how to organize the voters.
Yes.
Yung sinasabi mo, senior citizens, sometimes medyo maliit na lang yung...
Pasensya.
Pasensya. O kayo yung mga batang botante natin, medyo maliit yung mga pasensya.
Impatient.
But of course, that's why the purpose of informing the people is that to be able for them to know that the election is their obligation also. It's not only their social obligation, but I think it's their moral obligation. And this only for a day.
Right.
Siguro pwede tayong magtiis,
Magtiis ng
kaysa 6 years tayong magtiis or 3 years tayong magtiis sa kung sino man iboboto natin,
The other difficulty here is that we see a big turnout during a presidential election year,
so,
right?
if I can continue.
Okay, sir.
Doon sa natin, since sa Pampanga we have 5,600 plus na clustered precincts last 2007.
Okay.
We have 1.2 million registered voters, including Angeles.
Yes.
Now we have 1,602 clustered precincts. So pag inisip mo yon, ang laki ng bawas. I think it's only 28% ang matitira sa mga presinto. So maraming mga bakanting mga rooms. And these rooms ay pwedeng gamitin na waiting area sa mga botante maghihintay.
Yes.
Of course, karamihan dyan medyo maliit yung mga rooms natin for your casting of votes. So mga 20 or 30 lang ang pwedeng pumasok sa isang beses, di ba?
At any given time.
At any given time. So the other rooms would be used as waiting rooms.
Okay.
As waiting rooms. So talagang kailangan din nating ma-organize ito para sa ganun.
But you have people. Kunwari, meron kayong kwarto doon sa botohan, di ba? Pero yung nag-queue, yung kunwari, the next 30, merong run the game dyan ng mga tao nyo.
May support staff yan. Aside from the 3 members of the Board of Election Inspectors, just if there would be a clustering of 5 to 7 precincts, there are additional 3 support staff. They are usually the teachers, na i-arrange nila kung paano, mauna tong batch na to, itong batch na to pagsusunod. So, madali yan. Ang pan lang natin siguro, ang unang-unang...
Dapat may leadership din yung mga taong naka-assign, no?
Ano na yan?
May leadership din.
Well, of course.
Again, parang nag-organize kami
and these are teachers, trained na mga teachers,
mga bata pa yung mga pinapa-line up nila, di ba?
And also the integrity of the teachers, you cannot question that. So, at saka dedication to public service. So, hindi natin problema masyado yung queuing.
Okay.
Dahil nga, may maraming mga bakante na gagamitin natin as waiting areas.
Pero as you said, and I'd like to repeat this, you vote only once every 3 years or 6 years.
Yes.
Dapat gamitin na natin, magtiyaga na tayo. Dahil pag hindi tayo bumoboto, I've said this time and again, wala tayong karapatan mag-complain. Pag mayroong problema yung mga officials na nakaupo, hindi tayo bumoto, hindi natin ginawa yung responsibility natin. So yung benepisyo ng ganyan, parang nakakahiya kung yung hahataw ka pa, hindi mo naman ginawa yung responsibility mo as a citizen of the country.
Yes.
Okay. Now, yun, So, ayos na yung mga papeles lahat. Yung paghahanap ng pangalan, it's always been a problem. election that people sometimes have the difficulty of finding their names. This election, do you think there will be an improvement towards that direction?
Of course. Kasi before election, pinupost natin yung mga names of voters dyan. So mga
Yan ang hindi ginagawa
list of voters, and they're not doing that. Anyway, kung nandun na siguro, pwede rin tayong magtiis eh. Magtiis na tayong tignan. Nakapaskil naman yan before you enter the polling place. Nakapaskil naman yung list of voters.
That's another information na napaka-importante ho. Akala natin, dumarating tayo sa araw na yun, doon tayo naghahanap. Pero kung talagang serious tayo sa election na to, dahil mayroong presidente yung bagong ma-elect dito, kailangan magtiyaga ho tayo. A day before, nandiyan na yan, di ba? Yung mga listahan ng mga botante. Di ba na kayo nagpapadala na sulat ngayon? Hindi na, wala na yan. Kasi dati
pinapadala namin yung mga dini-deactivate natin.
Okay.
Gusto ko yung paliwanag, no? Sometimes may mga complaints, a lot of complaints actually, during the day of the election. Kung bakit daw, registered voter sila, way back since time immemorial, bakit wala yung mga names nila. Hindi nila alam na if you fail to vote twice, in 2 consecutive elections, it's like 2007 elections. We have 2 elections. We have the national and we have the barangay elections. Okay? Pag hindi ka nag-vote doon, most probably your name was deactivated by the COMELEC. If you say deactivated, freeze yun. Mean to say, wala kang pangalan this coming May 10, 2010 election.
Okay. What if nangyari nga sa kanila, hindi sila bumoto ng 2 consecutive elections? What will they do to activate? Is there a way to do it?
During the period of the registration, that was the time.
Yun ang problem.
That was the time that they should have reactivated the voters registration. If they did not do that, well, that's the problem. Sorry na lang po.
How many have you deactivated for the province of Pampanga?
I think it's around 40,000.
Oh, marami yan Isang bayan na yan, maliit na
40,000, but not all of them nagkaroon ng
Some have died also, yung namatay na.
Iba yung reactivation sa mga inaalis mo pagpatay. At also, yung around 40, pero hindi lahat ang nagpa-deactivate. So marami pa rin. Yung akala nila, registered voters sila, when in fact, their names are deactivated because they failed to vote twice. Doon sa sinasabi mo mga patay na hindi pa naalis, I think it's the responsibility of the local registrar's office, civil registrar, local civil registrar, to inform and to make a communication because that's their obligation under the law na binibigay dapat yung mga names sa amin nung mga namatay na. That's why you can see a lot of names na patay na, bakit nandun pa yung pangalan. It's because there is a lack of communication from the local civil registrar sometimes.
So kailangan talaga yung lahat, everybody working together, no?
Yes.
So, okay. As you said, mahigit 1 milyon ang nakarehistro ngayon for the
1.2
province.
million.
1.2 million. Sa Angeles, ilan yan?
It's 100 plus thousand pinamahali ang Angeles City. I think it's 150 na ata.
Lumaki na lalo yan.
Lumaki.
So, yung nadagdag, marami ba yung nag-register?
Yes, maraming nag-rehistro. But overall, kasi marami tayong dine-activate, konti lang yung nadagdag. We have 1.1 million last 2007 elections. Now we have 1.2. Konti lang yung naidagdag because of the deactivation made by our offices.
Okay. So, napakaganda po itong nalalaman natin kay Atty. Lambino, no? Kailangan ho talaga nakikinig kayo. Gagawin namin regular itong show na to para nang sa gayon nabibigyan po kayo ng informasyon at alam natin ang ginagawa po natin. Sila ho, as you said, nagtitrain na kayo, yung mga tao nyo, over a year ago. So, nagtitrain pa kayo ngayon ng mga teachers?
Magtitrain tayo
Magtitrain yan.
Coming to Smart. So, kasi may mga schedules na tayong ginawa.
So, pag nag-start tayo ng botohan, no? Nag-start tayo ng botohan ng alas 7, matatapos siya ng alas 6. Probably it will not end at 6 as you said kanina.
Yes,
yung mga nandun pa sa loob na hindi nakaboto, na nakalista na, pwedeng tatapusin yan.
Yes.
Pero ngayon ba magtatagal yung bilangan?
Medyo.
With the automation that we have right now.
Ang magtatagal yung queuing na yun.
Queuing.
Yung marami pang mga voters after 6 o'clock. Pero yung bilangan, the bilangan would, yung sa bilangan sa
as you vote,
right after you close the PCOS, dahil wala ng botante, automatic na magbibilang yan. Then transmit yan 2 minutes. It would only stay for 2 minutes yung pagta-transmit ng result ng PCOS sa ating City Board of Canvassers or Municipal Board of Canvassers. Napakabilis.
Mabilis.
Kung assuming na lahat ay magtatapos ng 6 o'clock in the evening, siguro by 1 to 2 hours we'll be proclaiming mayors already.
Pero ngayon, hindi sila nagsusulat ngayon, nagmamarka lang, di ba?
Oo,
nagmamarka lang ho, mga kaibigan, no? At pag Pag senador, sumobra tayo, hindi na
Yes, that's overvoting.